All right. Does everybody else have mimosas like us?
I know.
Early day drinkers.
We saw some people with day drinking team shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And I was really hoping they were going to be here.
All right. So thank you for coming. I am Tab. I am the host and creator of Housewives of True Crime. And this is Jenny.
Hello.
Okay, hold on. I know what I'm going to say, but then I get all nervous. It's not. So I have to talk really loud. It's only working for my podcast on Monday. So if you want to re-listen on Monday, we set some things down. If I don't know if everybody got an evidence bag, but if you didn't, come up to me later. It has the QR code so you can follow. And I have extras of what was in there. I just ran out of the bag. So come and find me if you didn't get one, okay, after. And basically, if you have not listened to the show, because some of you have not, it's true crime on the lighter side. So if you went to the last one and you were going to talk about elephants hanging or something like that, it's not going to be that. So you might need just a little chill out, which you're in the right place. I started the podcast 6.5 years ago. And it's, I basically put my two passions together, talking about my life and my kids and true crime. And that's where I have landed here. And let's see. We're really excited to be invited to Crime Wave. And it's been a great turnout. Have you guys had fun?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Gosh, you guys are a fun crowd.
I know.
This is great.
Okay, so Jenny is my best friend. I've known her for 17 years, and I thought what better way to bring her onto the cruise with me because she's really kind of my ride or die person. We both grew up in California. I moved to Texas. She followed 6 months later, so really she
talked me into it.
And that's where we are today. Okay, so let's talk about the cruise really quick, Jenny. What's your highs and lows?
Oh, gosh. Okay. If we're not speaking loud enough, just let us know. I want to make sure everybody can hear. But that's a tough one. We've had a lot of really good moments. But, that first day you get on the ship and you're kind of exploring, checking everything out. So we ran up to the spa, booked a little massage. The guys up there were so great, and the ladies too. We were just having fun with them. We gave them, buttons and pins, all the things. So we go back
to get our massage.
Our massage yesterday. We show up for our appointment, and they are like, "Okay, let's go. We've got the couples room ready for you." Not really what we were expecting.
No.
and they said, "Oh, are you not a couple?" I was like,
"No."
Oh.
And we were like, "Well, no. We're a couple of friends."
Yeah. So apparently we gave off some different vibes, and
then they made us undress in front of each other. There was no Jenny was like, "I don't even undress in front of my husband."
Yeah,
so.
I try not to get naked in front of him too often. And here she is. I'm like, you might want to face the wall for this one because it does not look the same as it did 20 years ago.
No.
Sorry. So yeah, that was a good one.
But that was a high and a low because the massage was great. But
yeah, that was good. We had fun. And it was a good massage. But
It was. Okay, so the case we're talking about today happened in Charleston, South Carolina. Is anybody here from South Carolina? Yeah, you used to live there?
Yes,
that's what I hear.
That's what we always hear.
Okay, so I have never been. Jenny
I've
has
never been either. My son wants to go really bad, though. I've heard great things. Yeah. Okay. Did you also used to live there? No. Okay. Okay. Got it.
For things.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are taking you, just think of this Charleston, South Carolina. It's beautiful, like everybody said. There's horse-drawn carriages. You pass mansions. I hear the nightlife is even kind of fun. So maybe that's our next, instead of a crime cruise, we'll go to do some South Carolina touring. But even in these charming little places, that bad things can happen. And we are unfortunately talking about something bad that did happen on a little island called Sullivan's Island. Have anybody heard about that? That's like across, I think, the way. Really kind of exclusive beach communities. Houses are very expensive, and there are cheating husbands on this island, if you can believe it or not. Nancy Cannon, yes, shocker. Nancy Cannon, who was formerly Nancy Latham, was a Charleston socialite, mother of 2 daughters, a real estate agent, and a real disco biscuit. Now, since a lot of you are new here, a disco biscuit means a woman who just really has it going on. So a lot of you have like a little thing that says a disco biscuit in there. And my 2 friends here in the front, they have disco biscuit shirts.
Yes. Good job.
And if you're a really cool dude, you're not called a disco biscuit, you're called a disco ball. All right. Or balls, however you want to. You might have 2 of them.
Oh my God. No comment.
All right, so Nancy's a disco biscuit. Her husband, Chris Latham, was a wealthy Bank of America executive earning a real big salary. He made about $700,000 a year.
Okay.
So I was thinking maybe we should like become bankers instead of podcasters.
We're in the wrong industry. Okay, noted.
But that's no fun, I don't really think. So we're here. So the 2 of them were married for 24 years. They had a big fancy home and a big fancy neighborhood, financial freedom, deep roots in Charleston.
I swear this is how it always starts.
I know, right? Nancy was a socialite. Her 2 daughters, Emily and Madison, were almost grown by 2010 or like in the 2010s. But sometimes behind these perfect Instagram, couple families, there's trouble brewing in the marriage. And trouble was brewing for Nancy and Chris. Nancy was a supportive wife, but Chris, well, he had a wandering eye. And when he started sleeping in the guest room, Nancy knew something was up.
Okay, but I kind of like it when my husband sleeps in the guest room. Yes, thank you. I'm not alone, right? Listen, room divorce is it's kind of a real thing, and it may happen someday. I know. Maybe that's bad, but he snores a lot.
I know. So when I was listening to this too, or
I kind of get that.
I was like, okay, that's I get it too.
I don't feel like that's so abnormal. Yeah, thank you.
It's not abnormal, but I think when it's too much or there's no I don't know.
Okay, all right. There's more going on.
Listen, it's probably nice for some, but it wasn't nice for Chris because Chris was doing other things, other places.
Okay.
By spring of 2013, actually, the marriage drifted and having their own bed turned into having a really contentious divorce. Nancy discovered that Chris was having multiple affairs with people at his work. And Nancy was like, no can do barbecue.
Multiple, 2 or 5?
Well, I don't know. It's probably if you find out about 2, you probably have had
There's
10.
probably, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Chris was getting real irritated with Nancy, and Nancy was trying to get in his business, right? She finds out he's getting divorced, or he's, wants to divorce her. She wants to divorce him. He's having an affair. She starts being this really nagging, what do they call them? Estranged wife, right? She's just pissed. She's going to make his life as hard as humanly possible.
You kind of understand.
I would too.
I would be up in his business too.
Yes, I would too. And in South Carolina, which I'm shocked about, but if a woman cheats on a man, then no alimony for the woman.
Okay.
But it doesn't go the other way around.
Wow. That's crazy.
So Chris tried to flip the script on Nancy and tried to tell them that Nancy was actually the cheater, pumpkin eater.
Oh my gosh. Is that normal in most states?
I think it's not normal in most states, but some of those southern states have
these 2 know.
No, it's not,
seem
right?
like they know a lot.
But you know what? I will tell you something. Since we moved to Texas, I was like, if I'm ever, and you should too, if we ever get divorced, we have to move back to California because there's actually no alimony in Texas at all.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody's moving. All these guys are like, we're moving to Texas.
All of a sudden, everyone's going to be asking for suggestions on where to live.
Where to live. I know. You're like, where should I move next? I'm trying to plan my next adventure.
But don't tell my husband. He probably thinks that there's still alimony, so to keep him around. No, I got to stick with it.
Okay, so Nancy's, she's just trying to annoy the heck out of Chris because she wants her money and she wants to make his life a living hell. Okay. But he's also the father of her kids, so she's not going to do anything like nefarious or awful to him. Right. And as the divorce moved on, really all Nancy was worried about were her girls, getting them together, getting her real estate career off, just kind of the things that you do when you're getting divorced. Chris, on the other hand, was worrying about other women, particularly women named Wendy for some reason. So Wendy was the first woman that in the office that he fancied. But a new, younger model of a Wendy came in purring.
Okay.
And so this Wendy, her name was Wendy Moore. Chris and Wendy worked together because Wendy was his office assistant, but her role went far beyond being, filing papers. Wendy also was a former exotic dancer turned executive assistant. So 37-year-old bombshell blonde, Chris really had an eye for, I guess. She ended up turning into his live-in girlfriend before the divorce
was final.
Yes, and moved into like the marital home. So that would put me over the edge too.
And did the girls live with
her? With her,
okay,
with Nancy.
All right.
Well, so actually, one of them was in college, and so one of them was still home. Okay. So, and they were older. Like I think Madison, the youngest, was probably nearing college age, if not already in like maybe junior college or something. So she was at home,
right?
But the girls were older at this point.
Extent. Okay, all right.
Yes. All right. So what also made Nancy pretty irritated about Wendy was, sure, she was a exotic dancer, but she had some rumors on the street that it was more than just an exotic dancer, that she, like local gossip was that she and her ex-husband once operated a makeshift sex studio in their home.
What?
Yeah, like live shows. People would come to their house. Yes, which might be our neighbor here.
This?
Our neighbor on the boat has like the upside down pineapple.
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry if you're in this room and we're selling you out, but it literally says, well, "What is it? Plays well with others." Yeah, with the like magnet upside down pineapple. Yep.
I was like, so they might have a makeshift sex studio in their room.
My god!
I don't know.
Hopefully not live.
Maybe, I don't know.
Did they get the Wi-Fi
package? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So supposedly, I mean, from what I'm hearing is that they basically had like OnlyFans before OnlyFans existed, right?
Okay.
And maybe they should have started that because then they wouldn't have been where they are today.
Right.
But Wendy's ex-husband's name was Sam Yenawine.
Just gets weirder.
I know. It really does. So Sam Yenawine, he was a criminal, like a small-time criminal guy, drug addict, so he had like theft here and there. When he was married to Wendy, this is how they kind of made ends meet, because Sam was like, hey, you are a bombshell. Why don't you get to work so I can get my fix? And that's what she did.
Wow.
But I guess, things like that don't really work out so well. So I think Wendy outgrew Sam and was like, I'm going to get a real job, and got divorced. However, they remained friends. Now, I'm going to talk about a weird twist of fate that happened that doesn't really have to do with this divorce. Or maybe it does. In a weird twist of fate that no one saw coming, on April 5th, 2013, a Charleston police officer did a routine traffic stop. He stopped this guy just running a stop sign. It was like, I think it was a stop sign and not even like a school zone. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like only our officers at home only stop if you like roll through a school zone.
Yeah. They're very big about those school zones where we are. Yeah. Like if you're going a half a mile over, you're getting a ticket.
Yeah, you are. I think Jenny got pulled over recently.
I did. Oh my God. Okay.
In the school zone.
Yeah. I talked my way out of it though, for the record.
So this guy makes this traffic stop. He pulls over this scruffy out-of-towner guy from Kentucky. His name was Aaron Wilkinson. At first, the officer was just going to issue him like a simple ticket, but Aaron seemed like very nervous. He ran his name, and he comes up as a convicted felon.
Oh.
Aaron also starts rambling things like, I have ammunition in the car. And the officer was like...
Just randomly spitting that out?
Yes, but you know how sometimes when...
Your guilty conscience just takes over?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's...
Okay.
So you have to think of Aaron also. He's an addict. So sometimes addicts have like ramblings and...
Right. Well, and he also may have been under the influence,
I think he might have been under the influence.
Okay.
So the cop pulls him out of the car, searches the car, ends up finding the gun. Because he's a convicted felon, he can't have a gun. So right away, the cop's like, okay, you're coming with me. But he keeps talking, and he's saying all these things. At first, the officer was like, this guy's just on drugs. But the more that he keeps talking, the more the officer was like, what are you actually talking about? And he says, well, I have this ammunition because I'm on a murder for hire.
Oh, my God.
And I'd like to tell you more about that.
Just very nonchalant, hey.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And the officer's like, okay, so wait.
Can you imagine being
back
that
up?
officer?
Yeah. Well, I think at first he's like, whatever, dude. Okay.
Right.
And then he's like, wait, you're on what? You're on a murder for hire plot? Like, can you prove that? Or why are you telling me you have a gun?
Radio for backup?
I know, right?
At what point do you get some backup? Yeah.
Well, yes. So the guy takes him into the station. He calls some other people to come in and is like, hey, this guy is saying all this crazy stuff. He does have a gun. He does have ammunition. He's from out of the country or out of the state. He's from Kentucky. We maybe need to look into what he's actually talking about. So he says, I can prove it. In my hotel room, I have a packet, like a murder for hire packet that's going to tell you everything that I'm supposed to be doing. So... Yeah.
It's got like all the paperwork.
He's got the paperwork.
Okay. Honestly, I never realized paperwork was involved in murder to hire, but okay.
At this time there is. And Aaron, he's no dummy. He's like, okay, like I know how to save my own ass by telling them something else, right?
Yeah. Well, now he's too far in. He kind of has to just go all the way.
Well, right. And he's like, let me give you all the info, but get myself like a lower sentence because I'm in deep trouble. And I think if I'm not incorrect, I think that having a gun alone is like a 10-year sentence. And so right away being a convicted felon with a gun. So I think he's probably like, let me try to get out of 10 years. Let me get, something less.
Okay.
So
I mean, that's smart.
Yes. So the detective comes in, he takes him to the hotel room, and sure enough, he's got this packet in his room. Okay. So this packet given to him and another friend of his, he says, that friend's name is Sam Yenawine. That is Wendy's ex-husband.
Of course.
Inside this envelope, authorities have photographs of Nancy, printed driving directions to Nancy's house, notes of her schedule, like where she goes, how she goes about it.
That is like my biggest fear.
Drives.
I try to leave at different times to throw people off.
You do?
Like today I'm leaving for school pickup at 3:05, not 3:15. Like I don't need anybody to know.
There was information also on her children and even pictures of them. So very quickly from there, the police they loop in FBI, ATF because this has crossed state lines, and Sam's like, I'm going to talk. I'm going to do whatever I can to get out of this. And so he then says, okay, I'm going to call Aaron on the phone and get him to talk on recording, which they do. Aaron was supposed to be with Sam, but I guess he got in a fight with his girlfriend on the drive. And so he goes back to Kentucky.
Sounds like
it's a
real winner.
Yeah. So he calls up on this recorded line and he gets Aaron to talk. And Aaron actually, or not Aaron, sorry, Sam. Sam actually says at one point, well, Aaron says, hey, what happens if the girls are there, not just Nancy? And Sam says verbatim, well, it makes it look even better. So go ahead and just kill them too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Scary, right?
Wow.
So this was the green light for them to be like, okay, this is a real murder for hire plot. We have a problem. We don't even know where or who really Nancy is, where she is, where Sam is. We need to get this under control pretty quickly. So they start scrambling. Nancy, they go to Nancy's house. They find her. They're immediately like, we just need to get you guys to safety. So when they get to Nancy's house, they knock on the door. Madison, her younger daughter, opens the door. She's like, Mom, there's 2 police officers here. They ask Nancy, traumatizing. They ask Nancy, do you know anybody that would want to harm you?
Yes. As a matter of fact. Please tell me she said yes.
She said no.
What?
She
cannot be that oblivious.
I guess she's that oblivious. And they said, well, do you know anybody that would want to kill you? And she says, absolutely not. So they were like, well, we think there's somebody out there that wants to harm you. So you need to get your stuff together within like minutes and we are out of here. So they take her and her daughter. I honestly think that you just never think anybody's going to want to actually kill you.
No,
and especially somebody that you've been with for 24 years.
Everybody's got somebody who wants to kill them. And everybody should tell. It's like a safe word, right? Like everybody should tell somebody who it was if something happens to you.
If something happens?
Yeah, I've got 2, but I'm not going to say their names.
Oh my God. Okay, so while Nancy's on her way to the safe house, I think the matter really does sit in. And so the officers ask her again, like, Nancy, like, come on, like, who do you think would want to do this to you? And of course, Nancy says, well, my divorce is going to be final on Monday. And so probably my husband is Chris Latham. And they said, yeah, we actually think it's Chris too.
My gosh.
So she's right? Turns out that as this separation dragged on and these financial negotiations were going on, Chris and Wendy decided that, court wasn't enough and they wanted Nancy just erased altogether. Sometime in early 2013, according to prosecutors, this murder for hire plot was to permanently solve their Nancy problem.
Wow.
So Wendy...
That's one way to solve it, I guess.
Wendy immediately calls Sam Yenawine, her ex-husband, 38-year-old Kentucky guy, because he doesn't have much to lose, right?
Right.
She's like, hey, I'll give you $20,000 to off my new booze ex-wife. Yeah. And he takes her up on the offer. He says, I also know a guy that'll do this with me named Aaron Wilkinson. And in April 2013, these 2 guys go from Kentucky to murder Nancy. Unbeknownst to Nancy, her estranged husband's henchmen were preparing to off her. Wendy met up with Sam and Aaron at a hotel room, bought them the room. These are like the mistakes that really, like if we were going to go the other way and not, these are the mistakes that Wendy made.
Right. Yep.
She rents them the hotel room. She gives them $5,000 cash for the down payment on the hit, and the rest will be coming after. And she gives them that hit packet with her own damn handwriting on it. Like,
oh my gosh. And fingerprints, I'm assuming.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I think it didn't take long to find her. So the packet was everything I mentioned earlier. It had handwritten notes, outlines, how to ambush Nancy, photos. Also, the photos, you guys, taken straight from the family photo album from their house.
Okay, that is creepy.
Also, a photo from Chris's cell phone that was traced back to Chris's cell phone. I mean, these guys are definitely...
Yeah.
Wendy and Chris are not career criminals.
How do you ever sleep at night again after that? right?
I think now, how does she sleep? Because you're going to find out they're actually they could be on the cruise.
Oh my God, really? Thank you. Now I'm not going to sleep. It's the pineapple people, isn't it?
It is. It's our next door neighbors.
They're probably going to live stream it too.
Yeah, they're like, those bitches talked about us on the cruise.
Oh my God, we're screwed. So just so you know, now I've got 3. Yeah, maybe 4. We don't know how many people are in that cabin.
So Wendy's handwritten note said, take out anyone who gets in the way. And that included his own children, you guys. That's like crazy.
Wow.
Chris wanted all the money and was willing to kill for it. So like I said earlier, it was $20,000 and a bonus if they could stage it as an accident to avoid any suspicion.
How much are we talking for the bonus?
I don't know.
Just curious.
Why? Does that make it worth it?
No, not at all. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, what is a bonus in a plot like that? You know?
I don't know.
10 grand, 50 grand? I don't know.
No,
just curious.
I think 5.
Okay.
Probably an extra
All right.
5. Chris also attempted to give himself an alibi by going on a vacation during this thing, but everything went awry when Aaron Wilkinson was stopped for running the stop sign. So really, talk about a twist of fate, you guys. Like, it is, or a divine intervention or something. Like, it was not time for Nancy to go. But of course, police had to do some more digging and figure out what, like exactly how this whole plot came together. But it really didn't take that long. Like, this hit packet had everything in it. It also had printouts from Chris's own office computer. Like, he tried to erase some files, but they got that back. Also, the printer came from his printer in his office.
My gosh. It's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
No, I don't think so. And then, although that $700,000 salary would make me think he was pretty damn smart.
But that happens all the time, right? Like, how are you capable
of running
such a high level business, but can't seem to think that you should maybe not print that from your own printer? I don't know.
Go to the library.
But I think maybe because those people I don't know, maybe they don't have common sense. I don't know.
All right. So April 8th, 2013, this is when Wendy Moore was arrested in Charleston, and then they quickly located Sam Yenawine and the mastermind, Chris Latham. That took a little bit of time because he went on this vacation.
Of course he did. Yeah, exactly.
On a cruise, and you're really not getting arrested until you come back.
No, they can arrest you from anywhere.
I don't know if they. Well, what? They're going to fly in a helicopter?
I mean, yeah. Thank you. See, they all know. I mean, it happens. Like, it literally happens where, like, they'll come into port or something.
Yeah.
And then they'll do their thing and arrest people and get them off the boat.
I was on a trip to Cabo recently.
What? Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. There is a jail on the boat.
Let's all stay out of that.
Yeah. I know. I would be down to go for a tour.
I would love to see what the cruise jail looks like.
Has anybody ever been in the cruise jail? Be honest.
Been in the cruise jail?
You have?
No, cruise jail.
Cruise jail. Oh. Okay. We were about to learn a lot about you. Darn it. We're gonna chat later.
Okay, so Nancy, they actually go to Nancy and they're like, where do you think Chris would go on, like, if he was like trying to have some safe place? Okay. And Nancy does a little bit of digging. She's a real estate agent, so she's not, she's like, let me figure out like where I think exactly the house would go, because there's this like little mountain town that they like to go to. And sure as shit, dude, she calls the police and she's like, go to this address. I bet my life that he is there. And he's there.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
So they roll up, and as soon as they get Chris in their patrol car, the officer calls Nancy on the cell phone and is like, we have your husband.
Oh my God.
He's thinking he's going to find out that she's dead. Instead, he finds out that she helped
he's
get
screwed.
him. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so awesome.
That is amazing.
It's so amazing. So the case moved actually relatively quickly. They went to court in 2014 for this murder for hire plot. Chris and Wendy were co-defendants in court at the time, and their passion did not survive the...
Clearly. It usually doesn't. Wait, when did this all start again?
2013.
2013.
Yeah, so
that
it was
is
like pretty fast for this. Now, Chris and Wendy had split up. Aaron was also seated before the judge, but he struck a plea deal right away, which we all knew would happen, for exchange for his testimony, which they really needed because absent was Sam Yenawine. Now, Sam never made it to trial because he was found dead in his jail cell in June of 2013.
Oh, my gosh.
He apparently had died via do you say hanging yourself?
I think
hang. Something.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where,
So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, so via suicide.
Do we really think that it was suicide?
I think it was.
I feel like there's no way.
You don't think so?
No.
He doesn't think so either.
See? He is really shaking his head
because,
over there.
right? Like,
I agree.
I know. I don't know. However, there was a note, and it said, "I'm finally free. Satan is killing me with memories of us. Love you always and forever." So, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not. Investigators, though, were really concerned because they needed his testimony for the conviction of Chris and Wendy.
Right. That's why I don't feel like it's suicide.
I know. So we'll see. I don't know. It didn't matter because they had that recorded phone call. So
okay. True.
However, Chris's convictions only, I guess, 2 charges were dropped, or 2 charges the jury did not unanimously find him guilty for. Only one, which was the major charge of what was it? Conspiracy to commit murder for hire and possession of firearms. Those were not. He was not found guilty on those. But
interesting.
The primary charge, using interstate commerce to facilitate in a commission of murder for hire, he was found guilty on.
Okay.
Wendy was found guilty on every account.
Shocker.
And in August 2014, both of them were sentenced, and Chris was 51 at the time, and he received a 10-year federal prison sentence with a 3-year probation period after that.
So he's already out.
So,
yep, he's here for sure.
And Wendy, only 37 years old, she received a 15-year federal prison sentence with the same 3 years of supervised release after prison.
Wow.
So, and Aaron got a 4-year prison sentence. Now, where are they now?
Not enough time.
I don't.
We've already established where they're at now.
Nancy, she's living her best life. She's like, she got back to her maiden name, which is Cannon, which I think is fully appropriate for Nancy to have that kind of last name because she is like a cannonball. And she's kind of maintained a low profile, which I think is good.
Yeah.
She does her real estate.
She does still do real estate.
Yeah, she does. Okay. Chris, he served his prison sentence, and he was actually not shown any favors. He served most of the time. Usually it's like 85%, and I think that's what he served. Okay. He was released in January of 2022, and he was, let me see, what was I going to say about him? He's probably just finishing up, or he probably just finished up his, probation. Now, Wendy must have had some real good days in prison, which means that she just didn't have any bad days. You don't really have to do anything good to have good days. You just have to not do bad things.
Have to be on your best behavior.
Yes. And she got out earlier than him in October of 2021 at the age of 45. So she's still young.
Wow. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right? I mean, what? I feel like 45 is young, but that's probably because that's how old I am. And so I just keep telling myself that I'm young. Yeah. Like, somebody said I was middle-aged the other day, and I was like, that's not
please
true.
Don't say that. I mean, we definitely feel middle-aged.
I do not. I feel like I'm 21.
You do not. This girl falls asleep everywhere.
I fell asleep at 21 everywhere.
Okay, true. That's a good point. Okay. But seriously.
I was sleeping at bars at 21. Like literally waking up at 5 a.m. and going like, holy shit, like no one's here and I'm still in this booth. Don't tell anybody that. Don't tell my husband.
My son who fell asleep on the bus.
Oh yeah, her son fell asleep on the bus on the way to
a school thing, and they were transporting them from one school to another. He's gonna freaking kill me if he hears this, but he literally fell asleep, and they were taking the bus back to the bus depot, and he woke up and was like,
and the bus driver was like, what the hell do we have a kid on the bus still?
He scared the crap out of the bus driver and himself. But anyways, he made it back all right. But
all right, so Aaron, that was our last guy. He was out by 2017. And honestly, Nancy thinks that Aaron is her hero. So she's like, she went and helped like everything that she could to get him like as little a sentence as possible, because she feels like if it wasn't for him, she would be dead.
Wow. A little.
So that's the story. And that's a light story, right? No one died.
Yeah.
It was like
no elephants.
no killing of animals. I do murder stories mostly, but I thought that the creators on like they're lovely, but they're a little bit darker than my. So I was like, I'll just bring it up just a little bit.